Good question. I'm using this right here. I'm using Tier Maker, the website that is popular amongst people making their predictions. I thought I'd give it a go. I think hopefully it's a lot easier than my National League video, and because I'm doing all three leagues, it will be important that I make it as easy for me as possible. So I'll just preface this by saying League Two, especially, I don't know a lot of. I know quite a bit of Championship. I know a fair bit about some of the League One teams. League Two, I don't know an awful lot about. So a lot of this is based on previous placements and vibes. Again, that was word of the video, National League video, and that word's come back out again. Vibes. Okay, let's not waste any more of your time. Let's get straight into League Two. You can see what I've got here, all of the teams. And in 24th, actually I'll do both relegated teams first. Starting off with Newport County. They just survived last year. Bloke got a new manager. I don't see a world where they start this year. They've flirted with it for a few years, and I think it's finally the year they go down. 23rd, I've got Tranmere, finally. That is karma for 2018, I'm checking. We've gone to accept beat us in the promotion finals to get to the Football League, so I'll be happy if they go down. But no, I genuinely believe it'll be their time to go. I don't see a world where they stay up again. I don't. If I'll be so surprised if one of these two teams don't go down this year. Like I'll be shocked if one of these two don't go down. Um. So yeah, let's go to relegated teams in League Two. 22nd, just surviving. Crawley. Again, they just survived last year, and again, it's one again where I don't. I think League Two is quite a strong league this year. There's quite a few good teams this year, and I don't think they will do. I don't think they'll progress. If that makes sense. I think they'll be 22nd, just surviving. 20th, 21st, Cheltenham. Cheltenham will finish 21st. Again, pretty position, and I think they're falling back now. They got to League One a few years ago, got relegated. Now I think they'll keep falling back now until eventually out of the Football League. 20th, who are they? Accrington Stanley. I've seen a lot of people putting them down. I don't see it. I don't see them going down. It'll be tight. I think it'll be close with them, but I don't think they quite go down. But at some point, it's going to happen. In the next couple of years, I see them going down. 19th, Shrewsbury. I'm just going to get through a lot of this now. Shrewsbury 19th, and I've got Rochdale 18th. Shouldn't be, down here because they'd be bored. I'm joking. Right, 18th. Rochdale have a good season. They obviously lost their manager to Stockport, and I think they'll have a good season. They'll comfortably survive. National League teams have got a good record staying up in their first season. In fact, I think since the 2 down came in, no one's ever got relegated in the first season. Mental, by the way. So Rochdale will comfortably survive, stabilise as a League Two club again. In 17th, I'll do the whole bottom half bit now. 13th, Crew. The biggest talking point in that is obviously Port Vale, relegated from League One last season. I don't think they do well at all. I've seen, again, on basis of a lot of people's predictions as well. Again, I don't know a lot about League Two. I think League Two teams are great in their first season. I might be wrong on that. But I think they will do not so great. They'll be near relegation battle, but they won't be anywhere near a playoffs either. And next season could be the year they get back in the playoffs and try and get back into League One. Also, they bottled it 2 years ago. I think they're 15 points ahead, halfway in. They bottled it. So I don't think they get back anywhere near. I don't think they get near promotion again for a few years. Like, the fact they bottled it from there is a bit unbelievable. And the rest are this mid-table fodder, in my opinion. The rest, like, Gillingham could go for 18th playoff if they really want to, but I've got them slap bang mid-table. Top half, Oldham. There's a few talking points in this. Two relegated teams from League One in this, in Northampton and Exeter. Again, I don't think League One teams do well. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think League One teams do very well coming down to League Two, similar to League Two and National League. But again, I don't think they do. I don't think they do great. I mean, Northampton tried taking our manager out of it, and then before he's on a new contract, they would have been a lot higher. We got him. But yeah, I think 11th for Northampton, 9th for Exeter, and 8th just missing out on playoffs. Oldham, they got out of the National League this time last year, but I think they will do really well. They just missed out on playoffs last year, I think, and they will do really well this season. Just miss out, but they will push for it next season, maybe and go for a promotion push. Playoffs. Because there's a lot of talking points in this bit as well. Rotherham relegated from League One last season. I think they'll do the best of the relegated clubs. They bounce from league. They've been tied to Championship in the last 5 years. I think they bounce here and there. I think they will get to playoffs, but not win the playoffs. 6th for York City. I made these predictions a few days ago. I locked them in, and this is the first time I filmed this video. But since I've made these predictions, they've sacked the manager. Now I want to put them lower, but I've locked it in. I'm not changing it. I've gone sick. That might be wrong by the end of the season by a country mile. But anyway, moving on. 5th. This annoys me as a Bournemouth fan, but I think Barnet get 5th. By the way, York don't win plus, by the way. Barnet 5th. Again, it really annoys me, but I think they get 5th. And they get into the playoffs. Again, not winning the playoffs. So that means 4th and playoff winners, Grimsby. Man United should be aware. I think they finish 4th and win the playoffs. I think they've come close for a couple of years now, and I think they'll finally do it this year. 3rd, we'll do all 3 promoted clubs: Bristol Rovers, Chesterfield, and the title by about 150 points will be Salford or Man United 2.0. Bristol Rovers, sorry. They had an awful start to last season. They then brought in a new manager and were a completely different team. One of the best teams in the league, second half of the season. Saved them and got them towards the top half. I think they'll carry that on from this season. I think they'll win promotion, automatic promotion, first time of asking. And I think they will. Be able to go up in the first time of asking. And Chesterfield. Again, this is another team that I've played in the last couple of years. We were 10 seconds away from playing them in the promotion final. Anyway, it's not the same Bournemouth video. I think they go up again. They pressured it for a couple of years. They lost to Notts County in the playoff semi-final last year over 2 legs. But I think this is their year to go up. They're going to be one of them teams that bounce here and there, yo-yo team. Finally, Salford go up. I don't know how they're still a League 2 club. They pressured it for so many years, well, not so many, but a couple of years now. And they lost the promotion final to Notts County last season. But I think they finally go up. The Man United backing, the Man United iconic AIG sponsor, will get them promoted to League One for the first time in their history, I believe. So that's League 2. That's locked in. Take it in. That's League 2 done. We're now going to move on to League 1. The League 1 predictions. Right. This is difficult. I've gone for a few hot takes in this. You'll see. 24th. I don't think they will finish there, but I'm gone for how much I hate them, and everyone hates them. MK Dons. I mean, where do I start? I don't. They want to get a team that can finish anywhere. They can be relegated. They could be in the playoffs. I've seen so many people predict them up and down the table. I'm going relegated because they shouldn't even exist. 23rd, Burton Albion. Again, they've been down there a couple of years. I think this will be their time to go. I think they will struggle this year. I think the league's quite strong. And I think they will be relegated. 22nd, newly promoted Cambridge. Cambridge will go down. They bounce here and there from League 1, League 2, but I think they won't have enough quality in their team to stay up. I think these two will be down comfortably, and 22nd, 21st will be close. It'll be really close, but I think they will just go down. Again, 22nd to 19th will probably be the last two games. But yeah, I think Cambridge will go down. And the last relegation spot, joining MK, is AFC Wimbledon. Where are they? There. Wimbledon. AFC Wimbledon will go down. They had a decent enough start to the season last year, where the year they got promoted. But I think second season syndrome will hit, and I think they go down this year. So that's the relegation. 20th, continuing that story, Bromley. And I love stories in football. I love when teams do these amazing things in football. Bromley's story is incredible. It's one of the best run clubs, probably in EFL. Shows you how good they rise, and I think they will survive this year. I think they'll have enough, and I see them going any higher than League 1. I don't. I think they continue there. I don't know if they'll quite do a Luton, but they will get close. I think they'll do really well. I back them to go up in the next 5 years to the Championship. 19th, Peterborough United. I mean, if they get Abdul Malik, has been rumoured recently. I don't think they will, but if they do, they're going to go right up there. Yeah, but 19th for Peterborough. Again, the bottom of the league, no apparent reason. They'll just survive at Bromley. Because I think they were down there, I think they were 18th or something like that last year. And I think the quality of the league, again, is really good. And I think they will be down there again. Not quite go down, but it'll be close. Next season might be the year they go. 18th, Doncaster Rovers. Again, not a bad reason, but I think they will struggle to survive. They will survive. This is the last team that will go down, that will be in a relegation battle. This is the last team that will. Yeah, I think 18th for Doncaster. I'll do the last two because they're safe in my opinion. That is Wigan in 17th and Wickham in 16th. 2 W's, but it's not win to them. There's not win to these two clubs. Wigan have been on a downward trajectory for quite a few years. Ever since the financial problems they've had, haven't quite got over them yet. And they'll be down there again this year. Wickham, again, I think they scream mid-table ever since they come down from the Championship. They haven't looked like going back up. So 16 for them, mid-table. I'll just put all these in now. Nuts. Right, I think there's quite a few things to take from this. I think Barnsley will do slightly better. Not much better though. They dropped off last year massively. I don't see them doing much better. Blackpool, I think they'll be around there again. Leighton Orient just survived last year on the final day. Against Exeter, I think it was a shootout between them two. They just survived, and they will look to get back up the table in League 1. That's the year before that, they was at the playoff final, I think. crazy. 11th and newly promoted Notts County. They're back in League One. Our Backhams do really well. I think they will spend lots of money, or some money, and I think they will be easily mid-table. Nowhere near relegation. Not quite in the playoff push just yet, but they will get. I reckon they will in a few years. Right, the Chasers, the playoff Chasers, and Stockport will miss out. I think Stockport deserve me. They won't drop off massively, but I don't like how they lost their manager, brought in the rockstar manager Jimmy McNulty, and I think they will drop off. Their manager left them, so I think that'll be a natural drop for them. But again, it's a good season. They were National League North like 10 years ago. Mental, their rise. Yeah, it's mental. 6th playoffs, Stevenage. And I'm going to talk about this because I'm going to do a separate video on this team in a few weeks because the situation is mental. Leicester will not get promoted. First time of asking in League One. And what that might mean for them is awful, but I don't see it. There's the depth they're in. I'm going to go further into Leicester in a few weeks, so I'm going to do a whole other video on them. But like the debts, the outgoings that they're going to have to do, and there won't be much in the way of incomings because of the debts and the amount of money gets spent on wages, and they have to pay off that training ground. I don't see a world where they don't go up. I can see them going up, but I don't think they will. I don't see a world where they get all of the players gone. They will naturally go weaker. Their team, I don't think they'll do well at all. I think they'll struggle. A lot of teams will go there, playing 100% as like you're playing against Leicester, massive club, like Bromley will go there for the first time. Cambridge, MK, Wimbledon, they'll be like loving it going to Leicester. So, and I think they won't go up. 4th, Oxford, and 3rd, Plymouth. And the playoff winners will be Plymouth. They will go up this year. I think last year it was a bit weird. They didn't get playoffs at all. They struggled, but I think they will overcome it this year. They will go up 3 playoffs. And the automatics, you can probably see 2 teams who have gone: Luton and Sheffield Wednesday. Luton, they did struggle last year, but they brought in Jack Wilshere and they improved a lot. I think they will spend a bit of money, and I think they will overcome the struggles of last year and they will go up this year. And Sheffield Wednesday, what an awful season with 45 games they had last season. Chanzeri, the owner, was more or less putting them into bankruptcy. And then they've got the new owner, and cleared all the debt, cleared the point deductions, and I think they'll go up this year. The fans got their Wednesday back, which I'm so happy for them for. Because the club last season was depressing. I don't know a team that's depressing at all last season. I don't know a club that's depressing. They were almost in this video. Tottenham, that's mental. Anyway, yeah, Sheffield Wednesday will go up this season, and I think they'll win the league as well. I think it'll be tight between them and Luton. I think Luton will push them. Hillsborough will be rocking now that they got their team back. They'll make signings and they'll overcome Luton and the pressure of Plymouth. They will win the league this year and, more importantly, get promoted to the Championship. Speaking of the Championship, it's now time to predict the Championship. Championship time. And this, I've been super excited to make the Championship predictions. This league is like, not that I was alive or watching football during the Barclay Premier League era, But there's so many teams on that era in this, like Bolton, stuff like teams like that who were in the Barclays era, but then obviously not in the Championship. So again, there's a few hot takes in this. You'll probably be able to see them as we go on. But 24th, Blackburn, they're another team not Barclays era. Blackburn will go down. They've been pressured it for a few years, and I think it'll be finally their time to go down. And I think it's what the club needs. Like, they need a reset, go again in League One, get back up, do like a Birmingham. They got flirting with it for a few years, got relegated, smashed the League One, and now they're looking good again. Maybe that's what they need. They might need that, a little reset to do that. 23rd. I don't want to ruin the good feel factor around the club, but I'm sorry, but Lincoln. I am so happy for them getting to the Championship. Again, you have another team in the league, in the National League, like 6 years ago, I think it was, which is mental. But I think it's one step too far. They demolished League One last year, but again, one step too far. They won't do awful. I think they'll be points during the season where they believe they can stay up, but they will fall short. And now it's probably a bit of a shock. This team's been like the way they're going. It's gonna happen to them at some point. I'm going this season. That happens to them. 22nd, Watford. I'm scared for Watford. I think Watford could go down this year, as you can see, but I don't. I think they are under pressure. I think they will go down. They sack manager after manager, and they will be under pressure. They will struggle this season to stay up, and I don't see a world where they do. Or I don't see a world. It's a bit harsh, but I don't. They ain't got it in them. They keep sacking managers, getting different manager styles of play. They look shaky in pre-season. I know it's pre-season, but still, that's all we know right now. And they keep weakening every single year. They keep getting progressively worse. And I think this is the year they go down. If it's not this season, they'll be right down there, and they'll be. And I think Watford fans are incredibly nervous for this season as well. Right, that's the three relegated teams. 21st, just surviving, Bolton. Also, Portsmouth, Charlton, and Preston. Charlton are there, and Preston. So these teams will just survive this season. Yeah, so Bolton will just survive. They got promoted from League One, and I think they will do. I think they'll be in there indefinitely, be close between them and Watford, but I do think they will just stay up. Pompey, again, they've been down there for a few years, similar to Watford, but I think they'll just have it in them to survive. Charlton, second season up, I think they'll improve slightly, and they'll be a bit further away from relegation. They'll still be in the fight, but they won't ever look like going down. Preston will be quite a distance away from these teams, I think. I haven't done the next two teams yet. The next two teams in that category are West Brom and QPR. So I forgot to do them two teams. But yeah, so Preston will be down there. I think they'll be the first team who don't look like going down. They'll be the first team who are a bit away from it. But they will be, like, especially at the start of the season, they might start bad, end good. It'll be one of them teams. West Brom, 17th, might sound bad, but the rest of the teams above them, I think it's better. And the league's really strong this year with the expanded playoff format. There'll be a lot of teams in the fight, but I don't think they'll improve much in last season. And QPR, similar with them. I think they will. They're so, like, they are mid-table. They go from like 9th to 16th every year. They never look like going down. Rarely, at least. They never look like getting playoffs, apart from a few times at the start of the seasons. but I think they'll be 16th, easily survive. The survival thing here only really counts for like these three. Them if you're being harsh, but these three specifically. These can pretty much go in here. So that's 16th, 21st, 29th. Yeah, that. For a second I thought I got it wrong. Right, 15th to 9th, mid-table slash playoff push will be as will Middlesbrough. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 15th. Yep, that's the mid-table slash playoff push teams. I think Cardiff need promoted, but comfortably survived this season. I like the team a lot. I like the club. Obviously, they're quite a big club. They got relegated again. And what's about Blackburn? They should go down, reset, come up stronger. I think Cardiff were a good season. Stabilise. I feel like people say because what Ipswich have done, them being 15 new promoted, good season. They shouldn't be overconfident. 15th is a good season. 14th Stoke, I mean, mid-table. It's mid-table they get. Same for Swansea, 13th, mid-table. Bristol. I mean, I said as mid-table as Bristol are as mid-table as it gets, but they should be more. They've got rich owners. The last time I checked, and they don't invest enough into the club. It's not good enough. I think they should be doing so much better than what they're doing. But yeah, I think they finished 12th, 11th Sheffield United. Last season they struggled a lot, and I think it'd be the same struggles. But they're a little bit better, not by a lot. 10th and 9th, 2 shots, Millwall and Middlesbrough, respectively. Millwall, I think last season was their chance to go up. They didn't take their chance. I think didn't they lose to Hull in the semis? Yeah, because Southampton and Middlesbrough. Yeah, they lost the Hull in the semis. But I don't think they got up this year. By the way, Millwall versus West Ham, that game is gonna be mental. I can't wait to watch it. Millwall versus West Ham, West Brom versus Wolves, Southampton versus Paul I was there last season, but you know what I mean. There's quite a few good rivalries in the league this year. So I'm looking forward to that. Swansea v Cardiff's back, and obviously Wrexham in there as well now. I can't wait for it. Yeah, that's the mid-table. Playoffs, the new expanded playoff teams. I don't know how this works, guys. It's the same system as the National League. So 8th will play 5th, I believe. 6th will play 7th, and then 3rd and 4th get a bye into the semis. So 3rd and 4th get a bye into semis. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th go into the eliminators or quarterfinals. That's how it works if you don't know. So yeah, Birmingham will finish 7th. Derby finish 8th. 7th, sorry. 6th will be Norwich. I'll talk about them specifically in a minute. 5th will be Spy FC. Sorry, Southampton. 4th will be Burnley. And then 3rd will be Wrexham. But Birmingham, I think they will do well. I think they got relegated, and then they get newly promoted, done really well, reset. It's like what I said about Blackburn. They should, in a way, get relegated might be a good thing. Birmingham obviously are on a good end of that now. I think they'll get playoffs. They won't win the playoffs though. 7th, Derby. They've been on a good trajectory for the last couple of years. I see them getting in there, and yeah, I've gone for 7th for them. They won't win the playoffs though. 6th, Norwich. They ended last season so good. They started off awfully. They got a new manager, and they ended it incredibly. I think they'll take that momentum into next season, and then they will not win the playoffs, but they'll be pressuring it and wouldn't obviously be in the playoffs. 5th, despite the 4-point deduction, Southampton, as you can see. You can see anyway. But yeah, Southampton 5th. I think they will do well. The 4-point deduction will hurt them, but you can easily make it up though if you're that good. And I think they will do well, but I'm concerned like team morale get kicked out of playoffs. I think will they be hitting more points deduction? I don't think so, but you never know. Will they do that again? They've done it before. Who knows they won't do it again or have done it again like before, and no one's found out about it. We don't know. So yeah, 5th, 4th Burnley, first relegated side will be 4th, and I think they will do well. Not brilliant. They will do well, and they will not win the playoffs, and that means the playoff winner and completing the Hollywood, Disney, whatever you want to call it, journey. Wrexham. They will go up this year. They will spend money. They always do. They've got the money. Ryan Reynolds, Ron McInerney will spend it. They will go up this year, and I believe that. I think it's meant to be. They got so close to the playoffs last year. Everyone wrote them off. They got so close last year. But I think they will. And if it was this season playoff format, they would have been in it. But I think they will come third and win the playoffs. And that means, I think the top two are fairly obvious. I think a lot of people predict this. West Ham will not win the league, though. I think second. Wolves first. I'll touch on Wolves in a minute. But West Ham now. I don't know about West Ham. I think they will still go up. I think they're still by far and away like in the 2 best teams in the league. But I don't know. I don't like how they have sold. They sold Fernandez, some of them for a lot of money, but they haven't had much incomings yet. They haven't signed many players. They've got rid of Traore, Wilson. I think these would have been good players to keep in the championship, and I think it would have been not easy, but it would have been doable to keep them. So yeah, second for West Ham. I don't see that happening. I think they will do. I think obviously they'll do well. They'll get promoted, but I don't think they'll win the league. Speaking of winning the league, I've gone for Wolves. I like what Wolves are doing. They sacked them Rob Edwards, which seems harsh. I don't know an awful lot about their new manager, but the team they are building is unreal. They brought Raheem Jimenez back. Kieran Trippier's signed. I can just see Kieran Trippier whipping the ball into the box, getting onto Raheem Jimenez's head, or half volleying it or volleying it, whatever. I see it. I think that combo will be deadly in the championship next season. And I think they win the league fairly comfortably. I think they dominate the championship. I think they've got a better team than West Ham now. I know West Ham got Bowen and stuff like that, but I think the Wolves team is better than West Ham. And yeah, and I think Wolves will fairly comfortably win the league. I think they will. I don't see it well. I don't. I think they are my favourites, as you can see. I get why people say West Ham, but I don't think so. I don't see it. I think they will win the league. And that's my Football League predictions for next season. League 2 is there. Take it in. League 1's there. Take it in. And the Championship. I've made this video. I'm going to do similar style as this for the Prem one because this is so much cleaner than my National League one because it's a bit of a mess, I will admit. I think this is so much better. If you did enjoy the video, smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below to see more content and to see Premier League predictions. I'm going to do a few more bonus episodes on teams, and as you saw earlier, I said I'll do a video on this team here for, I think, good reason. I think it needs to be spoken about. I'm going to do a Spurs video, a Bournemouth video about next season. I'll probably do a few more on different teams. But if you did enjoy it, smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. And I'll see you next one. Goodbye.